It seems like you either absolutely love the vehicles or you want nothing to do with them. And I started this video before the update happened. I originally was actually a little bit confused as how powerful these things were and why they hadn't added boogie bombs, and then they added boogie bombs and they nerfed a bunch of things, and the game seems absolutely perfectly balanced right now, with a few improvements here and there obviously. I'm a little tired of getting fisted all the time. And look, at the start of the season before the update, I understand why everyone was upset. This game's absolute peak came from when the gunplay was the focus, when the mechanics, the map, everything was the most important part. But as we've talked about in the past, Fortnite's gone from a very BR focused game to where now the metaverse is their prime focus. It seems like the BR will never get the love and care that it used to when it was the sole focus of their entire company. But that doesn't mean this has to be the season you have to quit Fortnite. You can actually enjoy playing Fortnite this season even if you hate the vehicles.
You're a liar!
Well, kinda. You kinda have to give in a little bit. You gotta lean into the meta. There's no denying that. And as a creator, I was extremely worried before this update because I signed on at one point and had 0 people online. In my 6 years of playing this game, I've never had 0 people online. Here are 5 strategies that are gonna allow you and your friends to have a good time playing Fortnite again. I haven't really seen anybody doing this, but this might be one of the most big brain, high IQ things you can do right now. Big shout out to my friends Sag and Lexi and Demi for showing me how to do this. Now we all know where the mythics usually start at this point. They're either at one of these 3 places or one of them ends up rotating around the map. Most teams are gonna land at the POI closest and try and loot up as quick as they can and then go and ambush the convoy. That seems like what everyone does. But you can just land on the head car, pickaxe the guy out of it just like this, and just drive off with the vehicle. That's 2000 IQ. Make sure to drink some water. With the addition of this new tri-beam rifle, we have another way to counter vehicles, and I'm not complaining. These do 40 to the body, 60 to the head, and 70 to vehicles. And while they only do 70 damage to vehicles, if all 4 members of your squad are carrying these, that's 280 per pop each. If each of you gets 4 of these off on that vehicle, boom, it's pretty much gone. Strength in numbers is a real thing, but the odds you're gonna get your entire team to carry these is very slim because, again, when do you all ever carry the same weapon? But the reality is, if you hate vehicles that much that you're willing to not play the game, but you can play the game by just carrying these, you should just carry these. Because again, these things will destroy vehicles when you shoot them together. It's kind of crazy how one POI can go from being the absolute hotspot one season to an absolute ghost town the next. With everyone being so focused on vehicles, it seems like Gate and Cerebus' Gatekeeper have been completely forgotten about. Let's not forget, this weapon might actually be the best weapon in the game. I genuinely feel when I pick this bad boy up, I'm not losing. If your team sticks together with vehicles, boogie bombs, and this mythic Gatekeeper, your chances of winning go up exponentially. When you give your best player Cerebus' Gatekeeper, good things happen. Land at Gate, grab the Gatekeeper, rotate out, get your cars, get your boogies, and see how well you do. But remember, you gotta stick together. Have your teammate throw down the boogie bomb and use Cerebus' Gatekeeper to mop them up. Bonus tip, just fist people. There's this growing mindset going around this season that the best strategy is just to land on the mythic cars. If you get them for the rest of the game and you probably win. But if you fail, you just go right back to lobby and go right back in because again, you're gonna die to them eventually. So you might as well try and get them off the start. And if you die at the beginning, it doesn't matter because you would have died to them later. I kind of do understand that logic. Go in each game trying to be the top dog at the very start. If that fails, go right back in. Low opportunity cost. Those games usually only take 2 to 3 minutes. Think about it. If you can only pass a test by getting 100 on it, you might as well go through that entire test and find the hardest questions because if you can't even answer those, then there's no point doing the other ones because you're gonna fail anyway. See what I'm doing there? So for this season, the next 2 months, you have to understand that Fortnite has decided you have to have vehicles to win this season. They have to be involved in your game plan at some level. There's not a single weapon in this game that's gonna defeat a car on its own. Even this new tri-beam rifle is great as a team, but by itself, it's not going to do the damage you need it to, especially in solos. The boogie bomb truly is the only deterrent. You pull out boogie bombs, people legit hightail it backwards, which brings us to our next strategy. It really is crazy how much this update changed everything. Look at this guy.
You're faster now?
It's so good, bro. It's so good. It's so good. That's the greatest feeling in the world. And in this season, I could edge to that, bro. Wait, hold on. Chill. I could, bro.
Ninja. Obviously, the mythic vehicles not being able to recharge their HP, that was massive in making things feeling more balanced. It seemed genuinely impossible to destroy these things when they just roared out of there and then came back with full health every 10 seconds. But you could even argue now the game is almost 2 in favor of the boogie bombs. I really mean it when I say if I'm driving and I see someone pull these things out, I generally just turn the other way. If we're fighting people that have them, I just say let's fight them later when they don't have those at a different time. The boogie bombs really conquer everything. There's nothing you can be doing in the game that the boogie bombs heroes won't stop you from doing. And you can carry 10 of these things, 10 of them. That's 40 in a squad, bro. If you want to have a good time and you want to avoid all that early game havoc at the south part of the map, land somewhere out here and give your squad time to loot up, make your vehicles top notch, get them the machine gun. If you have these grenade launchers, they're actually not that bad. The key is to bounce the nade into them. Stop trying to hit them with the nade. Bounce it into them. Yeah, now you get it. It's not that hard. See what we're doing here? We're trying to have fun. The common denominator in all these strategies is that you have to do it together. You have to work together as a team and have each other's backs. You can't just think you're the hero, run off, because this season, it's just not going to work. So while all these strategies are different and they're all a lot of fun, you have to remember, no matter what you do it as a squad, do it together. If you're someone that doesn't have a squad to play with, or if you're someone who only plays solos but wants to try squad, come join us. My Discord is in the comments. We run squad community games all the time. I really appreciate our community so much, and we get to play together all the time. Join the Discord to check out my schedule to see when I'm live next on Twitch and YouTube. And as always, hit that subscription button for more Fortnite content and go out there and do something great.